Welcome everyone to some more Maplestory. And today, I'll be creating a Mihile and going through his storyline up to level 30, or around that point. And also before we begin, I should probably mention that it's very windy where I live. I don't know why, but on the off chance that it does affect the stream, because there's a small chance that winds this, like, crazy would take the power out. Yeah, so if the power goes out, that's the end of the stream. And the video. And at that point, I might have to restart creating a Mihile if that happens, because what if it happens in the middle of a cutscene? But I'd rather not dwell on that. So yeah, obviously I'm not the character yet because, you know, like the very story-centered characters now, like when you first create them, you're thrown into a cutscene. So that's obviously why we're on a different character. Oh, and a little fun fact, this is immediately after I recorded the level 100 4th job advancement. So that's why I'm in Arave, level 100. And there's no quest above any character's head. So yeah. Anyways, let's get started. Oh wait, I gotta make sure. Okay, sound is good. I always have to double check because if the sound is missing, that'd be awkward. Okay, new character. Create the character. Oh yeah, I just realized. I never really thought of, like, the, name for a Mihile. Let's see. I'm gonna come up with something. Will this work? Or so? No, it's taken. Oh wait, that could work, but could I put it different? Yes! Okay, this is the name. It's not creative exactly, but it's better than nothing because I haven't really thought of a name for a Mihile. So anyways, let's start. And also, one thing I'll say, and I did bring it up a few times, post-ignition Mihile story is very different, like, than the old one. Well, I think, like, there's still a lot of references that are still consistent, but for the most part, it's very different. Which I actually like from what I've read, when it was released in KMS. So, yeah, let's go see it. Let's go start.
There you are, Your Majesty.
Oh my god, it scared me.
Oh, Nineheart. I thought I might stretch my legs a bit.
Your body is still adjusting to Shinsu's power. You should rest.
If I were to let myself rest, I'd grow far too fond of it.
You would never succumb to sloth if that's what you suggest. But you do seem particularly restless today. Are you well, Empress?
I never could hide anything from you. I'm the first Empress to walk these grounds since Arya, centuries ago. And the power of Shinsu, power to protect Arev, it's faint now. Nowhere near what the legends claim it was.
So the Black Wings thought when they attacked the barrier. But the barrier stands thanks to your good judgment. Faint though the power may be, you used it well.
It was your wits that protected us, Nineheart. Without you, Arev would have fallen for certain.
You flatter me, Empress. And you have no need for modesty yourself.
I speak no flattery, Nineheart. Only gratitude. Regardless, and even with the Cygnus Knights on the rise, there's always more work to be done. After all, there are centuries of lost time to make up for.
On that subject, history speaks of a Guardian Stone, a jewel that protected Arev in its day. The name of that jewel was Shinsu's Teardrop. There are gaps in the record, as always, but we do believe the story is true, and the stone had that power. Contemporary sources describe Shinsu's Teardrop as priceless, irreplaceable. Imagine if it could protect Arev in your name. None could deny your lineage, or your right to rule. Only one complication. As you've no doubt inferred, the teardrop is nowhere to be found. All we know from the records is that it was lost along with its most recent guardian.
It had a guardian?
Yes. A personage known as the Knight of Light, who reportedly held some connection to Shinsu's power, I might add. If we can track down this knight, or whatever might remain of him, we may recover the teardrop in the process. The Knight of Light, possessed of a noble and virtuous soul. When his sword strikes, the ocean splits. When his shield rises, lightning flees. But who could be worthy of such power? Who deserves to carry the soul shield? Only the Knight of Light, ordained by the light itself, can make that shield shine. And when its true power awakens, the shield and the knight become one, made whole. Upon that shield is a secret, in the form of a mysterious jewel. Called Shinsu's Teardrop. It holds the collective will of our land's people. Only the Knight of Light can hold that jewel in his hand. One day, I shall become the Knight of Light. With the jewel in my hand, I will make a wish. For with that wish, my brother will return to life, and Father's heart will heal.
Huh. Okay, the music. One thing I will say is that I feel like the voice director probably directed the voice actors not knowing that this is like a flashback. I'm not gonna judge. It's not the voice actor's fault. Because they probably genuinely didn't know. I feel like I strangely got used to it after like 2 minutes into the cutscene, so. Anyways, now we're at this point where I have to do all this. Oh my gosh. Welcome to putting all my quick slots in the right bar and the strange music playing in my ears. Okay. So we have started. I am questioning the voice direction a little bit, but it's not the voice actor's fault. And yeah, I do like how it's set up this time. Well, yeah. The original one was really strange, but in this one, it's interesting because in the original, Mihile actually never had a name for some apparent reason. He never had a name. But in this one, Mihile is his name. Like the new storyline, it actually is his given name. So Yeah, that's one little thing. Okay. The first time Father showed me the shield, the first time I touched it, he said he saw a faint light. He said that meant I could be the Knight of Light one day. But now there's no light at all. Okay, I will say this now. The younger Mihile is so cute. How did I not see this, like, NPC portrait art? I swear I didn't see this when I saw the KMS stuff. I probably missed it and didn't pay attention. I just saw his, like, older or ish sprite ones. To become the Knight of Light, I need to awaken my true power. Am I not training hard enough? I need to hurry and become the knight so my brother... that must be the problem. I'm being too hasty. That shield will shine when the time comes. Father always says, effort will never betray you. Well, back to training. Oh yeah, I just realized, because I already know, like, the story in KMS, I already know how this plays out. Obviously, I'm not gonna spoil it immediately. We're gonna go through it. Time for swordsmanship. Time for sword... That's a question, not a statement. Time for swordsmanship practice? Well, of course. Oh, I almost dropped this. My brother. I wish I'd known him. I only have the stories Father told me. He was sincere, kinder than anyone. Father must miss him terribly. Even though I never met him myself, I feel like I miss him too. So when I become the Knight of Light, when I take that jewel out of the shield and hold it, I'll wish him back to life. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works, because every single story with a resurrection plot never succeeds. Did I just get a different sword? Oh, I did. I got a sword and it's useless, because we're level 1. What is that name? Is that a T? Yeah, that's a T. It's Aten? Aten? Good morning, Father. You're up early. Of course. There's training to do. Like father, like son. Whatever helps the family, right? Of course. But please don't push yourself too hard. You might get hurt. Your effort's commendable, but use that effort wisely. Don't rush. You don't need to. I understand, Father. Are you ready to train? Yes. Listen carefully, Mihile. As I've told you before, a knight must always live by the 3 sacred rules. First, recognize the truth and stand by it. Second, respect and defend those weaker than yourself. Use your strength only to stop aggression, preferably before it starts. Be a knight, not a bully. And finally, perhaps most importantly, take special care to protect your loved ones above all, right? That's right, you remembered. My loved ones. I'm ready, Father. Good. Just a moment. Anyways. Okay, one last check before training starts. Okay, should review my skills. What the? Oh, already. We just immediately get our skill. I guess that makes sense. It doesn't matter what we put here, it's just random stat stuff. Oh god, don't. Nobody's enemies. What does this do? Okay. Obviously it jumps thing. This. Okay. Oh my god, my ears. My ears. My ears. My poor, poor ears. I don't know what this does. I'll have to figure it out. Okay, now this makes sense to have that sword. Oh god, my ears! Okay. Oh, I forgot to put on my new equip. I already did that. Okay. I already did. I literally did. I literally did. The game just gave me the prompt immediately. Oh. Okay. I should let Father know I'm ready. Why are you so loud? Our first task for today is to hunt field mice. Okay, and go to the remote forest field. Are you ready? Yes. Good luck. Okay. I apologize if, for the people who are watching live, you have to deal with all this loud noise. It can be helped because the voice acting isn't separated by the sound effects or the level up noise. Oh gosh, it's really windy where I live. Oh, I keep thinking I could just do that. Okay, it's like a temporary skill, I think. Those mice didn't stand a chance. Well done. Next, you'll need to hunt wild pigs. Around 15 should do it. Those pigs stole some fruit as well. Would you bring back 10 of them? 10 of them while you're at it? Pigs are stronger than mice, of course, but I think you can handle them. Of course, Father. The wild pigs should be in the remote forest plain. I'll get them. My glasses. God, the amount of MP that you... I had to upgrade. I should upgrade that skill first, so I don't get annoyed by all that. Oh, the voice! Skill voice. What? No! I didn't pick it up. What was that noise? Oh, that. I wish I could disable these tutorial messages. I don't need them. I played this game for... Oh my god. I played this game for 13 years. Oh, that's a perfect potion to use right now. Good job. Let's get ready for the next task. Okay, there we go, much better. Up next. Another day at the same old drills. I don't think they're helping me much anymore. Do I need a greater challenge to become the Knight of Light? Or is there something else I'm missing? Mihile, are you listening? Oh, yes, Father. Go hunt glutinous rice sparrows in the remote forest clearing, and bring back 15 of their eggs. Do remember, the stray dogs' territory is just beyond the clearing. I'd rather not see you come back all covered in bite marks. Don't worry. How much better just jump when you have less MP taken away from it. Something feels odd. Ah! Cheep, cheep. Aw. Stray dogs? This isn't their territory. Father said I ought to be careful. I should finish here before the dogs get any closer. Okay. Okay, they spawn. There we go.
With what?
Oh, I forgot. I'm so used to like the jump when you go vertically that I realized that Mihile doesn't have one. Hello, in chat. Also, I should warn you, when the character levels up, the audio will actually break your ears. Just like now. The timing. Okay, I want to pick up the mesas real quick. Would want to increase this. Also, I'm once again reminded that I wish Maplestory had the level up noise as a separate option in the sound effects. Because I'm like, I don't need this loud noise. I'm back. Back and in one piece. Of course. Though, oddly enough, the stray dogs came closer than usual. Not close enough to bite, but I did hear them barking. Stray dogs, They must be getting hungry if they're on the move. We should stay indoors a while. Do you hear me, Mihile? Those dogs are dangerous. Don't ever let your guard down. Okay. When I upload this on YouTube, the audio will be very low for the level up. Okay. I knew something was missing. My brother's picture. Did I drop it while I was hunting the sparrows? It's the only picture of him there is. What if someone else picked it up? What if the sparrows tore it to pieces? I need to go find it, now. Father said to stay inside, but he'll understand. The only question is, am I ready? Well, we have no other choice, so yes. Please let it still be there. Uh-huh! The light shines upon me! Found it! Wait, where are all the sparrows? Well, hey there, boy. You hungry? Alright, come and get it. Oh, it's over here. And Father said you were dangerous. My heart's still pounding like crazy. I think I feel a little stronger. Alright, I've got the picture. Homeward bound. Mihile, where were you? Right outside. I heard a noise. I just went to check on it. Noise? Must have been the stray dogs. They're starving if they've come this close. Unfortunately, that means no turning outside for a while. Why, Father? If those dogs are acting up, there's something else going on. We'll need to play it safe. Then... this isn't the first time those dogs have put our training on hold. Father doesn't think I can handle them. I didn't think so either, but I learned more from facing that dog than I ever did from avoiding them. What else can I learn? There are stronger enemies out there to face. I should tell him. Father? What is it? You know I've always trusted you. I've trained just the way you've showed me, every day. No one knows shields better than you. And I've always wanted to make the Knight's shields shine, to bring my brother back. But I'm not good enough to do that yet. And I'm not going to learn to be good enough by hiding away from stray dogs. I don't think there's much more for me to learn here. Not in this tiny little area. My answer is already no. Why? Do you think I'm not strong enough? Listen, Father. I am strong enough. Those dogs don't even scare me anymore. You went into their territory, didn't you? Oh no. Well... it's only natural. You've grown. You want your boundaries to grow too. So pardon me for being the protective parent, but... just how many of those dogs did you see out there? One? Maybe you could handle one. Maybe you already have. But most of the time, they run in packs. How big of a pack could there possibly be? 4? 5? I could take that many. 4 or 5 would be a small pack, Mihile. Think more like 10 at least. What would you do if they surrounded you? Even full-fledged knights take care not to fight that many at once. Besides, I'm not about to lose another child. Mihile, let me ask you this. Why do you want to become the Knight of Light so badly? To bring him back. To make you. To make all of us happy. And if, in your haste, you ended up hurt or worse, would I be happy? Would you? No. I do understand how you feel. Of course I do. But I need you to listen to me. Please. I can trust you, can't I? Yes, Father. Good. Now go to your room and get some rest. I'd better go to my room like Father said. Also, hello there in chat. Anyways, continuing. Oh, and I should probably mention, I mentioned this earlier, but it's very windy where I live, so if the stream ends because of the wind, like probably messing with power or something, that explains it. Father's right. I know I need to grow stronger, but if I hurt myself trying, it'll hurt him too. Still, isn't he holding me back a little too much? The next day. Mihile, come here for a moment. Of course, Father. I have to go away for a while. Again? I suppose you still can't tell me where, Is it because of what happened yesterday? Because I didn't listen? No, it's not that, Mihile. It's simply time. Don't be sad. This is all for you. What do you mean? I'm going to find a way to help you awaken as the Knight of Light. For now, keep your head clear and stick to your training. Do you trust me? Of course, Father. So loud. At least I'm able to upgrade my stats and skills. Before I go, we should talk about something. What is it? It'll be a long talk. Do you have time for it now? Well, yes, we literally have nothing else to do. Very good. Take a look, Mihile. You know this picture, of course. Of course, it's you and my brother. It was taken just before the accident. It's time you knew exactly what happened. All I've told you up until now is that he died in an accident when he was young. It was horrible. Too horrible to tell you. I didn't know how. But you're older now, and you must want to know. So...
The truth is, there was no farming accident. There was a monster. Little more than a wild dog. But wild indeed.
Huh?
He was younger than you are now. I had started teaching him the sword, but he was still so small. As soon as I heard the screams, I ran to him, but I was too late. The monster lay dead beneath him, their blood pooled together. All my strength, and I could do nothing for him.
Father.
So you understand why I keep you safe.
I do understand.
I'm proud of you. And you're all I have left, you know. There's nothing more precious in the world to me. Not even the prospect of bringing back your brother. Don't misunderstand me. I love you both. But you're alive. I could never gamble with your life for his. My sole priority, above all else, is my only child.
I understand, Father.
Random no voice acting? Okay. Keep yourself out of danger while I'm gone. And please stay close to home. Yes, I will. Several days later. Also, I swear, I'm like, the more I'm hearing it now, I think Mihile's voice actor is so familiar. Like, I swear, I've heard it recently. Oh, I so wish that they confirmed the voices from the Ignition update. They unfortunately have not, which is unusual. They usually do so after 2 weeks of an update, I think. But it didn't happen this time, unfortunately. Guess I had to keep waiting. I could check again, but I don't want to stop midstream just to do that. Okay. Father's been gone for days. If I don't train now, I'll regret it later. All I have to do is not wander off too far. Should I hunt field mice? Might as well. That ought to be enough. Me. Please. Me. What is that sound? Yeah. Well, was that a scream? Oh no, what's happening? I need to help before it gets more dangerous. I should hurry before someone gets hurt. The stray dogs came all the way out here?
Help! Someone!
Hey!
I have their attention. That'll give her time to run.
Run! Get out of here!
What about you?
Go! Are you well, miss?
Yes. Yes, I believe I am. Thank you.
They scratched your leg. Not deeply as far as I can see. Can you stand? If you come with me, I can dress your wound. My home's not far from here.
No need. As you say, it's only a scratch. Thank you, kind stranger. Oh,
Huh?
The shield reacted?
Empress! Empress, are you hurt?
What happened to his NPC portrait? It's gone. Empress? This little girl is a ruler? Oh, right. I've heard travelers talk about her. Something about her being a merciful monarch who wields her power responsibly. I had no idea she was so young.
I'm well, Nineheart. Thanks to this gallant soul. I am in your debt. Good night.
You protected our Empress. Thank you. Ahem. Think nothing of it. I did what was needed. Nineheart, word, please. What is it, Majesty? Should I listen in? Yeah.
Nineheart, you said I had a connection to the Knight of Light, did you not? I believe you're right. In fact, I believe the Knight stands before us.
That youngster there. Are you sure?
I felt a certain energy flowing from his hand, from his shield as well. The same energy as Shinsu. We have found the Knight of Light. I have no doubt of it.
Truly.
I wonder what they're talking about. But then, what's an Empress doing way out here in the country? And did I just see the shield shine again?
Well, apologies for the interruption, good Sir Knight. May I formally present Empress Cygnus of Mapleworld. And I am Nineheart, the Empress's tactician. The Empress? I am Mihile. It's an honor to meet you.
A fine name. My thanks again for your noble valor.
My pleasure, Your Majesty.
So loud. Gosh, I really had to skim through my recording this time because I don't have much of a reference other than like the audio wavelengths when I edit my videos. If I might ask, what brings you to this humble place? There's nothing to see but grass and trees, as far as I know, and I've lived here all my life. We have our reasons. Might I ask you a question, Mihile? Have you heard the tale of the Knight of Light? That light, is she a part of it? Your expression tells me yes, you have. Wonderful. You see, we are looking for this Knight of Light. Or rather, we seek one worthy of the name, and our search has brought us here. As you may know, the Knight of Light is the Empress's knight. He protects her home, and all that is closest to her. The throne has been without such a knight for some time now. The Empress's knight? Father never told me that. If you would accept our invitation, we can tell you more on the way to Arev. Please, come with us. Right now? Indeed. Her Majesty believes you are a prime candidate for the knighthood. Though your true potential has yet to be tested. But all things in time. What say you, Mihile? Will you join us in Arev and see what you're capable of? Oh, wait, I need time to think about this. Of course, this is quite sudden, after all. Well, it's an invitation, not an order. Let us know once you've made up your mind. Mihile, I know the power of light inside you. I can sense it. I would love to be the one to awaken that power in you. It's your choice. For just a moment, I saw the shield shine. And they know about the Night of Light. Maybe even more than Father or I do. If I go with them, they could teach me everything I want to know. But keep yourself out of danger while I'm gone. And please stay close to home. That shine. I know it was real. She saw it too. She said I had the power. She's the key. I'm sure of it. Father didn't know they'd be here when he told me to stay. If he were here right now, what would he want me to do? He said he was looking for a way to help me awaken as the Night of Light. Well, here it is. This is exactly what he wants for me. You're coming with us then? Thank you, Mihile. One thing. My father is away. I don't want to leave him wondering where I've gone. Would you give me a moment to write him a letter? As you wish. Let us know when you're ready to leave. Okay. Erev, Her Majesty's home is a floating island in the sky. By the grace of Shinsu, it stays afloat and well protected. Are you ready to go? Yes. Father will see the letter. He'll understand. Very good. Come along. Arev, the floating island. It's so peaceful and beautiful. Those two up ahead come from the Pio tribe, natives of Arev. Don't stare at them. It wouldn't be polite.
Welcome back, Your Majesty. Ah, a newcomer. A new knight, perhaps?
Yes, indeed.
The Empress believes he may be the Knight of Light we've been searching for. This is Kidan, Irev's Master-at-Arms. Well, Mihile, introduce yourself. Hello, I'm Mihile.
Oh, the Knight of Light! Found at last!
He hasn't awakened yet, mind you, but Her Majesty sees his potential. Of course, awakening a Knight of Light is far from an exact science.
Don't worry, Mihile. I believe in you. You are the Knight of Light. It's in you, I know it. They'll see it soon.
Thank you, Empress.
Well now, you remind me of someone. That face. Is your father's name Cromile by any chance?
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
My mistake, pardon me. Cromile was the name of the previous Knight of Light. His son would be about your age.
Regardless, the Knight of Light is not some hereditary title.
True indeed. Oh, where are my manners? A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Sir Knight in Training.
The pleasure is mine. If there's nothing further.
Empress, welcome back.
Thank you, Shinsu.
Shinsu, what an amazing creature.
I sense your fatigue, Majesty. You bear the fate of many on your shoulders. Do not push your body beyond its limits.
I'll take that under advisement, yes.
Shinsu has been here since the time of the very first Empress. Through Cygnus, she expresses her power, as she did through all the Empresses of old. Their hearts are one, and as one, they protect this land. And that makes it our job to protect them. We're building an order of Cygnus Knights to do just that.
Oh, and here's the... Okay. Oh boy, that was a lot of exposition. Ah, my arms. Ow. Gosh, the wind is so crazy where I live. Anyways. Now that you've had a bit of a tour, we have business to discuss. First of all, I promised to tell you about the Night of Light. Listen well, for the Empress will need you to remember it. A question first. How much do you know of the Empress? She watches over Maple World, though she is herself mortal, far from omnipotent. And so, long ago, she appointed a special knight to defend her and serve her will. For generations, each empress had an Empress's Knight, or a Knight of Light, if you prefer, standing beside her. Should you indeed manifest the power of the light, you will inherit that same title. Protecting the Empress. Is that why the shield lit up? Was it reacting to her? I don't remember Father telling me any of this. I don't actually know much about the Night of Light at all. I only wanted to be one so I could make that wish. Protecting the Empress. With that shield shining in front of her. Far lesser known is the Night of Light's other duty. In fact, as far as we can tell, they kept it secret. The knight protected Shinsu's teardrop, a jewel with a mysterious power. The records don't quite explain what that power was, but they do suggest it was key to Arev's protection. Even when there was no Empress, the Knights of Light did what they could to protect the jewel, and with it, Arev itself. Well, enough of that for now. I believe the Empress saw that light in you, but what it means, or whether it will happen again, those are open questions. I do, however, have a theory. The Night of Light protects the Empress, and doing so, of course, does require an Empress to protect. If your power is what she suspects, then it may very well require her presence to manifest in full. We will make you a member of the Cygnus Knights, and train you by the Empress's side. That will awaken your power, if anything can. More than that, you'll receive professional training in a fine knightly order. What say you? Will you join us? Yes. Very good. Now, whatever light may dwell inside you, all applicants for knighthood must pass the same basic test. I hope you weren't expecting special treatment. Go to the first drill hall, defeat the monsters there, and bring back a knight emblem. Ah, but you've only just arrived. Go left. You'll find a drill hall just outside of Arev proper. In fact, let me send you there at once. Oh. Oh, that was quick. I found a Knight emblem. Let's return to Nineheart. Okay, we're here immediately. I feel like there's something missing that I want to do. Okay, nothing. Did you find a Knight emblem? Congratulations! I can see you've trained well. And congratulations on joining the Cygnus Knights. Now you can formally begin your training to become the Knight of Light. I'm a Cygnus Knight now? Is this all happening so fast? I thought the Knight of Light was supposed to split seas and stop lightning. This royal bodyguard business is not what I expected. And what about Shinsu's teardrop? Protecting a rev? And Nineheart didn't say anything about it granting a wish. The Empress. My shield shone next to her. If I do become the Knight of Light, can I protect her, protect the Rev, and make the wish? I wish Father were here. For now, I suppose I should just keep training and getting stronger. Loved ones above all, my mission stands. Oh my god, look! My EXP bar is like... How many points is that? 16 points away from a level up. Ooh, the story of Cromile. Mihile, I heard you passed the test. Congratulations. Thank you, Empress. Soon, you'll be right by my side, shining shield in hand. And I look forward to that day. Did your audience go well? Ah, I have something to tell you. You recall the Elder spoke of the previous Knight of Light. You mean Cromile? Yes, the very same. We've learned a bit more about him, if you're interested to hear. Why, yes. Cromile was, as you know, the most recent Knight of Light, which is likely why his records are more complete, though not entirely so. By all accounts, he was the model of a knight. Selfless, honorable, and quite popular in his day. Even so, it seems he had his enemies. One at least. A cruel, cowardly man. Or woman, perhaps, no one knows. Snuck into his house and murdered him. Not only him, but his wife. And even their infant son. We came across this picture of the family. Her Majesty believes in you, Mihile, and I have no reason to doubt her. Cromile left quite a legend behind. That may not be easy to live up to, but Arev will benefit from having you here. I believe that much is certain. I've never seen this picture before in my life. Have I? Huh. So that's Cromile? He does look like me. Interesting way of fading that image. Now I see what the Elder was talking about. Mihile? Are you listening? Yes! To everything but those last few words. I asked if you had any questions. Well, you must be tired. We can leave it there for today. Tomorrow, your training begins in earnest. Be ready. Yes, sir. Mihile, I'm back. Mihile? Are you here? Is he out training? What's this letter? A Rev? was your training? You seem a bit stronger now. I have a mission for you. I believe it will help you hone your skills. This information comes from our contact in Perion, 10 buggies. A keepsake of the late Empress Arya was lost near North Rocky Mountain in Perion during transport. Go to Perion and recover the lost keepsake. Yes. The keepsake can be found among the ghost stumps of Gusty Peak. Take the recovered keepsake to 10 boogies. And that we shall. Okay, so I have to keep fighting these until it drops. If it drops, that is. Why is it taking its time? So take this, whoops, this with us. Oh, there it is. Got my neck. Oh, we're all the way here. Well, let's go walk to our location. My headset is actually aching my ears. Hello. I heard you were coming. You must be Mihile from Arev. I have 10 buggies. I recently began working with Mr. Nineheart. I look forward to working with you as well. Likewise. Empress Arya's keepsake. You went and got it. All I could do was ask for help. Thank you. It was nothing. One-eyed moving stumps. I was just too scared to go out there and face them. I need to learn how to be brave. Bravery doesn't mean not being scared. It means knowing you're scared and then doing it anyway. Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. I suppose I should let you get back to it then. Well, should I go now? Yes. Here, I'll send you to Arev right now.
Who goes there? Identify yourself.
I have no business with you.
Knights, arrest him.
Halt!
What if I don't?
Silence! Throw down your weapons and surrender!
I'm afraid I can do neither. You have something that belongs to me.
What?
Look, I really don't have time for this.
For the last time, surrender!
Oh, Rev. Always taking what you want and hoarding it from the rest of us.
Oh! It's you!
Okay, where are we going? Well, things are happening. As I said, I am aware of the story, by the way. Oh dear, well,
Hedon, are you okay?
Some head of security, aren't I? I'm fine. But the Empress is in danger. Hurry, the intruder went that way. Be careful. He's strong. Stronger than all of us.
Understood.
who could have done this? And how can I stop them? No. No, what did I just say? I can be afraid, but I still need to do this. What? I don't know that. Was that sentence correct?
Whoever you are, would you please hold on a moment and talk?
A stuffed shirt from nowhere and a girl playing princess. It's embarrassing. But you know what's even more embarrassing? You. I let you take the kid.
The kid?
What was the plan? Were you going after the jewel inside the shield? Were you going to wish for this place to be all shiny and glorious again?
Wish? You think Shinsu's teardrop grants wishes? No. Please listen. We had no such designs. Not for the Night of Light or Shinsu's teardrop. The Night of Light is simply a protector. For myself, for Arev, and for the world. We only helped him realize his destiny.
Well, that sounds pretty. Now, where is he?
Empress! Mihile! The shield! Huh?
The shield is shining?
Mihile.
Father? Why are you here?
Mihile. Look at you. The Night of Light. Finally. I'm proud of you. You're the man you were always meant to be. Now let's bring him back. My son. Your brother. Hurry. The jewel in your shield. Shinsu's teardrop. Give it to me.
Father, what's going on? Did you hurt all those people?
Oh dear. Let's continue.
All those innocent guards? The knights? Even the Empress? Father, why? Why are you doing this?
Guards, knights, empresses. Is your heart with them or with your brother?
What?
Why did you want to become the Knight of Light, Mihile?
To save my brother and make you proud.
Proud, yes. And now that you are the Knight of Light, what's the next thing you should do?
I should give you the jewel, but...
But? Mihile, I trusted you. I always trusted you to see this through. And you've always listened to me. What have they done to you?
No! Mihile!
You can't give it to him.
What's holding you back here, Mihile? Don't you remember the 3 sacred rules? Which one of those was the most important?
Take special care to protect your loved ones above all.
Right. Now, who do you love?
Shinsu's teardrop is meant to protect Erev, not to be given away. Not to anyone.
Is that who I am? Just anyone? I guess you didn't hear what the boy just called me. Listen, Mihile. These people are trying to pull us apart. You heard it straight from their own lying lips. They want the jewel for themselves. Protect your loved ones above all. Do it for my family, for our family.
I don't know why he's so angry. But he's right. Family above all. So... I should... What? I should hand him the jewel, of course. When you accept, you will hand over what? I mean, oh god. I'm pretty sure the game will let me continue if I don't say yes, so we have to say yes. Oh, great.
Mihile, no!
I can't just stop because the game is just gonna be on endless press the spacebar screen.
That's enough out of you, stuffed shirt!
Reinhardt! Mihile, please, think this through. You are the Knight of Light. You have a calling to protect me, to protect this land, and the world beyond it.
Empress.
No son of mine is so easily manipulated.
Father, wait. The second sacred rule. Respect and defend those weaker than yourself. Look around. All those guards. Neinhardt, even the Empress. Aren't they all weaker than you, Father?
Mihile, they deceived you and took you away. You have a calling to protect her, to protect their land? Isn't that a little convenient? They want your power for themselves, that's all. They look weak, but it's a ploy for sympathy. It's part of their lies. Remember the first rule. Recognize the truth and stand by it. Take a good look. You'll know who to believe.
Who to believe? They told me the Knight of Light was meant to protect the Empress. If that's what the Empress wants from me, then Father's right. That is convenient for her. I didn't become the Knight of Light to protect her. I did it to bring my brother back. I had to remember that. Oh, no!
Father. No.
You made the right choice, Mihile. You did just what I asked.
It didn't play the rest of the line. Like, finally, I'll see my son again. Why was that not voiced? happened? What the heck? Will I get my family back now? I should be happy. Shouldn't I?
No, no.
Holy Goddess of Light, please, hear my prayer and shine your mercy upon me. I ask you to revive my only son. Please, Goddess, hear me. Please. He's all I have. I need to see him again. He's my only family. Please. Are you listening to me? Did I not pray correctly? Did I not beg enough? What is it you want from me? Look at what I've gone through to bring him back! Is that not good enough for you?
Father, are you...
Get out of my sight! And don't you ever call me that again! Only one boy ever had the right to call me father, and it wasn't the son of some worthless knight!
Father, what are you saying?
Oh, Mihile. Loyal as a dog, and just as dumb. It was worth the time I took to raise you, not like I had anything better to do hiding in the mountains all those years.
I know you! You're that student that Cromile expelled! And he was right to do it!
Why? Because I cared too much. Huh. Because I wouldn't give up.
Oh, wow.
Because I wouldn't take no for an answer.
Ugh.
Oh, let me bring you up to speed, Mihile. When my son, my real son, died, I knew there had to be a way to bring him back. So I searched everywhere. Then I found out about that jewel. Shinsu's teardrop, the miracle maker. But of course, not just anyone could use it. Not without the Knight of Light freeing it from the shield. So I went looking for him, and I found him. Cromile. I convinced him to take me in as a student, a potential successor. It wasn't easy. He was impossible to please. But I had to try. The only way to get to that shield and the jewel was to lick his boots.
My god, his NPC portrait here, Jesus. It's perfectly appropriate for this character.
So I gave my all to become the Knight of Light, but he refused to recognize me for it. He never even let me lay a finger on that shield. So I did what I had to do.
The shield should be here somewhere.
Otten.
Great. I got caught.
What are you doing here?
Let me ask you a question, sir. Why don't you ever let me hold the shield? You trust the others with it, but not me.
And what's the difference between you and them? You ought to know the answer by now.
But you haven't learned it, and it's clear you never will. Lay down your sword and go home.
But...
You're obsessed with that shield, Atten. I've known from the start. We all have. There's no light to be found in that obsession. Not in the shield, and not in your heart. Only darkness. There's a better path for you elsewhere. I'm sure of it. Farewell.
No! I can't leave. Please, expel me if you have to, but please, just once, let me use Shinsu's teardrop.
Is that why you covet the shield? Because of the jewel?
My son, his life was too short. I need that jewel to bring him back. I only need to hold it one time.
I can't imagine what you must be going through, Atten. But no, I can't allow that. Shinsu's teardrop cannot and should not be used for one single person's wish. I'm sorry, but there's nothing for you here. Please, go in peace.
No matter what I said, no matter how I pleaded, he wouldn't listen. But that wasn't the end of it. I couldn't give up when I was so close. I spied on him until I saw him leave on a trip with his family. I figured he'd have his guard down. It'd be the perfect time to steal the shield.
That must be his kid. Tiny little fellow. Aw. Alright, stay focused. Find the shield, grab the shield, and go.
Who's there? Cromile, is that you? What are you doing here? Stay away from Mihile!
Look, I'm not here to hurt anyone. Not if you give me the shield.
The shield?
The shield of the Knight of Light! Don't you dare play games with me! That's right. Bring it over here. Nice and easy.
It's so bright.
Mihile, I've got you. It's okay.
You sneaky little...
Rakella, what's wrong? What the... Atten!
This keeps getting worse.
Stay back! Unless you want to lose your son, too. This did not have to happen, you know. All you had to do was listen. It's funny. I assumed you didn't have any kids. That's the one excuse I made up for you, that you couldn't have known what it meant to be a father. But you did, and you still said no. Now I'll ask you one last time. Are you going to give me the shield or not? Your son or the shield? It should not be much of a choice.
Let me ask you first. If your son were here, if he saw what you just did, what would he say to you? What would he think of you taking innocent lives to save his own? I may have stopped you from becoming a knight, but you could have been a man he'd be proud to call father. And you chose not to be. I can promise you that even if you do get your hands on that stone, your wish will never come true.
You think I'm an unworthy father? You think you can say that to me? One-on-one, he could have beaten me. In fact, that's when he gave me this scar on my eye. But there were 3 of us in that room. His son's cry distracted him. And that was all I needed to slip past his guard. He put on a hell of a show. Made me tear up a little. I thought he might finally hand over the shield. But all he did was crawl toward his son, croaking out the boy's name, probably trying to give him one last hug. I suppose I could have handed him the boy before he bled out. But I was too busy with the shield, which didn't shine at all for me. It didn't do anything. Chromile had been right all along. I can't quite describe the despair of that moment. But then, I saw a ray of hope. A single remote possibility, 15, 20 years away, and only if I stuck with it. That kid could be the future Knight of Light. That's right, Mihile. The shield truly is the reason you're alive. From there, it was obvious what I had to do. If I couldn't become the knight myself, then I'd raise the real knight to obey me. So, I became your father. My son became your brother. It was a simple enough story. You had no reason to doubt it. I raised you on bedtime stories about your brother, and about becoming the knight to step up and save him. Of course, I burned everything to do with Chromile, even the scene of the accident. I even released trained hunting dogs around the countryside, just in case you left without me knowing. You were such a good boy, always listening to me. Never suspecting a thing. And now, look where it got us. It was useless from the start. There never was a way to bring my son back. I spent decades of my life and spilled gallons of blood over a useless rock. What a joke.
You're a monster!
No, he's not. I've met monsters. You're lower than that. You murdered an innocent mother and father. You kidnapped their child.
That was the worst time for a level up, but okay, whatever you say, game. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. This hits different than reading it. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. My god, I didn't read about it, but to actually hear it happen, watch it happen. Oh my gosh. And it's depressing. Yeah. Oh my god. I think okay. Yeah, unlike the old storyline, we actually know who Mihile's mom is. Oh my... That's so messed up. Oh. Sad. That hurts. Oh my god. Gosh, the moment this scene was starting, I was like, no, 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 don't do this. Oh. God. Well, let's continue, I suppose. I'm sad.
I just told you that. What's your point? Look at me now. I've got nothing to lose. No reason not to play this out. Tell me, how do you see this ending? You know whose fault this is? Whoever made up that story about the magic wishing rock. Now I wonder, who here was responsible for that? The one who's lived here longest? The head of security, whose entire force couldn't stop one person. The bookworm who can barely lift a book? No, this isn't on any of you. It's on her. Empress! Don't misunderstand. I'm not saying you started it yourself. You're too young for that, obviously. But you should have known. Your ancestors sowed the seeds here, and now it's time for the harvest. And if you think it's unfair, you can blame it on them when you meet them. Rest in peace, little Empress.
Oh, no voice acting? Okay. Are you serious?
Father, is it true? You killed the Knight of Light and his wife and tried to use me, did you?
How do you want me to answer that, Mihile? Think back to the sacred rules. Recognize the truth. And if you look at everything you see here with a clear eye and a clear heart, you'll know. Everything I said back there was an act. You're my own flesh and blood, and I love you.
Yeah, right. Let's just keep going.
What?
Look at your face like a puppy! As soon as I show you any affection, you just go along with whatever I say. You weakling. Now get out of here. I'm done with you.
This can't be him. This can't be the man who raised me. My father. Father! The shield is broken.
Take this!
The shield is broken. So what's that light? He's backing me off the cliff. If this goes on...
Father?
Why would you save me? I killed your family. I lied to you every day, so why?
Father, Atten, you're the only family I have. I can't ever trust you again. Maybe not even look at you. But I'm not going to let you die in front of me.
Never in my life, not for a moment, had I ever thought of him as my son. But even after he knew the truth, he still reached out and caught my hand. Maybe Cromile was right. I was an unworthy father.
What are you doing? Stop! Wait!
I didn't hear the last thing he yelled to me. I don't want to know what it was. Now, I can see my son. My son.
I think that was implying he fell off the island and died from the fall. It's over. All of it. I don't have a family or a home now. What do I do? Is there really no music? Nope, there really isn't, music. Is there anywhere to go?
Mihile.
Empress? That man. He always told me a knight had to recognize the truth. But he was lying the whole time. And I couldn't tell the difference at all. I'm no proper knight. I'm just a fool with a broken shield. What happens now?
Mihile. You're a true Knight of Light, and always have been. Even when you didn't know true from false, you still knew right from wrong. You stood between me and a killer's sword. And even when you knew the truth about Atten and everything he'd done, you still did all you could to save him. You have the heart of a great protector. This world needs people like you. So does Arev. And so do I. As for the shield, take a look. Do you feel it? It's the light, Mihile.
The light? Are you?
It's good to see you, my son.
I have something to tell you. You're my real father?
You're my real father?
I'm an echo of your real father. When Atten attacked me, I poured all of my power into the shield to protect you. What you're seeing now is that same power, manifesting into a kind of spirit.
Then the shield shining, even though it was broken, that was...
my final effort to protect you. Yes.
I know voice acting. Mihile, Raquella and I couldn't be there to raise you, but you still grew up into a fine young man. I'm so proud of you. I knew there would be so many burdens you'd have to carry, and I see that you're strong enough for them. Father.
The rules and the values I was taught, they were all just to make me the pawn of a lying murderer. How do I know anything's true anymore? What am I supposed to do?
You may feel that you've lost your way, Mihile. That's natural. But the truth is, you already know what to do. Who to protect with your strength and your compassion. Stand by the Empress. All she represents, and all the people she cares for. If you didn't have the heart to do that, the shield wouldn't have shone for you. But it did. And that proves you're worthy to be the Knight of Light. The Empress believes in you. So do the people. And soon enough, I hope you will too. It's almost time for me to go.
No, please, just stay a little longer.
Your mother and I will always be watching over you.
Father!
I'm glad I could talk to you. Just this once. I love you, Mihile. My son. Now please, go. Stand by her side. And protect the world, your home, in my place.
Father.
By her side. Oh my god, I'm actually crying. Oh my god. I'm actually crying. Oh my god, my eyes. Loose ends. Am I worthy, truly worthy, to be the Empress's protector? Mihile? She's holding my hand. Empress. My father, Cromile, thinks I'm worthy of you. He said the light of the shield was proof of that, but so many people were hurt on my watch. How could anyone trust me to protect you? I trust you because everyone here who's safe is safe because of you. If not for you, who knows what would have happened to any of us? Mihile, no words of mine could take away your pain in this moment. Not all of it. And if you wish to resign your post, you have my leave to do so. You've experienced terrible things here. I understand if you'd rather not stay. But on the other hand, whether I'm ready for it or not, the shield does say I'm the Knight of Light. It does. But in the end, it's only a shield. I can't make your decisions for you. Consider destiny a recommendation. You still have the right to choose your own life, just as anyone does. I could have walked away from the throne, but I chose to stay. And I would be happy if you chose to stay with me. If you felt you could rely on me, as I have relied on you. I ask not as the Empress of Erev, nor do I ask the Knight of Light. In this moment, I am only Cygnus, and I ask Mihile, stay. May I ask a question, Cygnus? Of course. Do you really think I'm good enough to stay? Am I strong enough to protect the people I need to protect? Mihile, What you learned about Atan must have shattered your world. But you didn't flee. You didn't falter. You found it in your heart to stand and fight. You are more than good enough. You walk in the light, and it's lit a fire within you. I found it in my heart. It wasn't revenge in my heart. It wasn't sorrow. No, it was a need to protect the people behind me. Oh my gosh. Look at my legs. Ow. And the audio's gone. Thanks, game. Audio, please. Why is music gone for like some reason? There we go. Okay, it actually was absent. Oh my gosh. My eyes are still wet from crying a little bit. Oh my god. Just the conversation with his real dad. It's just like, that got me. Oh my god. Mihile. Empress. My past is clear now. I will be the shield between this world and harm. I will be the Knight of Light for you, for Rev, and for all those in need. And here, this is yours. Oh, is this Shinsu's teardrop from the shield? It belonged to a Rev from the start. You ought to be its keeper, Empress. Thank you, Mihile. I promise to keep it safe. Mihile, Knight of Light, I offer to name you the head of my personal guard. I would stand behind your noble light. Are you prepared to accept? Thank you, Mihile. I am honored to have you with me as my guard. As a show of gratitude, I have a new shield for you. Do you like it? Shinsu made it. It's known as the Soul Shield. I also gave it my own small blessing. Thank you, Empress. I'm glad you like it. Of course. Then may it serve you well, Mihile. Aw. Oh, and we just time skip. Okay, thanks. That's nice. We just time skip immediately. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. Well, not too tired. I'm just... emotions. Oh, we do have a... Wait, what's this? Oh, that's something else. Never mind. I thought it was something. No, it ain't. Don't even have anything. Just I could just say that. Okay, this is just a bunch of stuff. Okay. Do I have anything from the event stuff or no? No, I don't. That's awkward. Okay. Yeah. So. Okay, I'm still gonna keep going for maybe 30 more minutes or something. But, yeah, that was the first 30 levels of the story, and we immediately went time skip, or the game glitched. I don't know which one, but, one of them happened. Yeah. If you don't get what I'm saying, you should have noticed the NPCs in the area changed. So, yeah. Okay, blah, blah, blah. This is the same stuff a billion times over. Yeah, I'll keep going. I don't have any equipment, by the way. That's why it's awkward. Oh, yeah, we had the old one. Oh. I'm Okay. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so I guess I'll be doing this. Wait, I forgot to remove the sound effects. Should I look up the quest? I think I'll do that real quick. After we mute the sound effects, because, from here it's just me grinding. Okay, give me a second as I check the quest for Mihile. Okay, after a quick check, the next set of story quests is at level 60, which is the third child advancement. Level 100, 125, and level 200. Although, it's interesting, the level 200 quests seem to be, just, the skill. It doesn't seem like there's really much of a quest, like, for example, like Hoyoung and, basically Hoyoung and, you know, the other classes, like, released and stuff. And Kane, yeah. So it's not like them. Like, it's pretty small. Should I still stream it, though? I don't know. I actually don't know. I think I might, but I don't think I want... I don't know. If it's gonna be so short, I probably might as well just, like, pre-record the whole thing. Yeah, I think I'll do that. But not yet. No, not yet. Not until I, like, get the Mihile to level 100, that is. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so maybe, okay. Okay, since we're like... Oh yeah, sound effects are off. Well, the normal sound effects. So now we're just hearing his vocals. I'm trying to think. Okay, what to talk about. Okay, I'll make a decision for how I'll do, like, level 100 to 200 recording. I'll make a decision later. Because I'm, like, thinking about it, like, the level 200 stuff, it seems very, I want to say short. It would change the whole plans that I have. I think I'll still put it as a singular video, because I'm pretty sure it'll probably take an hour each to go through all the content. Like, when not including my, like, grinding and all that. I'll think about it. Oh. Oh, is that... What is this? You can guard while using skills. It makes me think I shouldn't put that on page up. Okay. I'm trying to think, because, like, right now, because I'm like, how will the plan go from here? I'm thinking about it.
With what?
I'm trying to think about it, but okay, it's so weird. I'm trying to think about this, but now my brain is thinking about something else, and I'm like, no, that has nothing to do with this game, and I'm like, I need to figure out this. I kind of blame people posting incomplete stories and leaving them incomplete for months and never coming back to them. I'm like, I blame people for doing that. That's why my brain's a mess.
With what?
And I do wish we know the voice actors. Oh my gosh, I really want to know. It's clawing at the back of my mind that Mihile sounds familiar. But they haven't confirmed who the voice actors are for like post-ignition yet. And like for the English, so I can't really say much. Yeah. Gosh, I'm hungry. It's like already past lunchtime, so I'll probably end it soon anyway. I want to give it 30 more minutes because I want to talk. So the story is actually pretty good. I'll say, I feel like there could be a little more, but I guess they kind of leave that for room of interpretation. Like, you know how I made my own headcanons, like my own, like, ideas into this Explorer storyline? Like, for something I might, like, create, like, drawings for one day. I don't know, I haven't drawn in a month. Or more. Because I've been on severe art block because of a lot of things, and I've been really busy, so I haven't really drawn. But, I will get around to it whenever I feel like it. Oh my gosh, he uses so much mana. Mihile, why do you use so much MP? Anyways, wait, what? Oh, are these combined? Oh, they're combined. Makes sense.
With what?
Okay, that's not the enemy. Anyways, yeah. I guess I just keep thinking about this fanfiction I read and how it's incomplete. I think it's just because the chapter they left it on was kind of on like concerning terms. How do I put this? It's like they write a scene happening in story. Basically, the characters are kind of arguing. Well, kind of, or it's like a conflicting situation because of backstory stuff that I cannot say because okay, it's not a bad story, like, but I don't think I should mention the tags. Yeah, it's not like, okay, strangely enough, it's M-rated, but I read through the chapters and nothing actually explicit happens. It's more just like the terminology. Nothing like bad, nothing like severely bad, by the way. It's just more like kind of like getting realistic. Like, what's a good example? Like, I guess if someone got in trouble and it's like they face the consequences. I guess that's one way I could put it without specifying. It's basically that. So basically it ends when like the conversation doesn't go well. And that's it. That was it. And the thing is, the person had like... Oh, great. I need MP on this character. He uses more MP just traveling around than like using his skill. But anyways, that's what I was saying. So basically, that was it. And the thing is, the person had planned like 6 chapters. It's 4 out of the 6 chapters. So there's only 4 chapters. Out of what they had planned before they just stopped working on it. It makes me wish I didn't read it. Although, ironically, if I hadn't read the fanfiction, I wouldn't have found the person again. Because I actually read their other story, and I didn't realize it was them until I saw the similar writing in their author's notes. Because I was like, wait a minute. There's only one person I saw in this entire tag who uses these, it's a ship tag, by the way, obviously, because there's... Actually, it's not obvious to you guys, but there's romance. Although, it's complicated. But anyways, Like, I found one of their other fanfictions, which is complete, and that's how I found them. And I also noticed that, according to their recent author's notes on their newer fanfiction, they've been inactive because they lost interest in, like, basically, obviously, the fanfiction is related to a series, and they kind of, like, dropped out of the series, like, you know, kind of, like, distanced, you know? And, that's why they haven't, finished their other story. I hope they actually come back to it. I feel like they might, but the thing is when, and I know this as someone who works on the series, an actual original series, not a fan fiction, that, like, it's kind of hard to get back into writing something because, like, after it's been so long. Like, unless you have the notes, review your own, like, work multiple times. Like, maybe, just maybe, that's, like, enough to get you back into writing it. Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. It makes me wish that person did finish their story. It sucks that when you have a whole plan, but then, you know, things happen and you end up not finishing it. It just really sucks, you know? It's kind of, well, like, I know, like, you people probably have been hearing about my series for so long and be like, oh, why haven't you, like, gone around to, like, revealing it or something, blah, blah, blah. Well, the thing is, like, it's really hard for me to write. It's not, like, my strong suit at all. But I really want to make it work. And the thing about it is that, like, that's also why I'm not revealing it to you guys yet, because, okay, I am making it tempted, but, like, if I were to reveal it now, when I have so many incomplete works related to it, would any of you in the audience actually want to see, like, a series with incomplete work? Like, well, that is to say, if I actually written enough or something. Basically, the idea I have is that unless I have, like, maybe 3 chapters, like, completed. Okay, actually, this is strange to explain, but my series actually doesn't it's more like a series of shorts. But the issue is that I don't want to post or, like, consider making those yet until I get every backstory pretty much done. And, like, oh, come on, really? Anyways, that's what I was saying. So, my series, okay, how do I put this? So basically, it's going to be a series of shorts, related to my characters going about their everyday lives. There technically will be an end to it, but, that's, like, debatable. I don't really know. However, I don't want to start writing them until I get a whole backstory related to characters. Like a chronological series of events that lead to the present day for that character. As well as a couple other characters because they will share backstories for the most part. Like siblings, for example. And, yeah, and I don't want to, and that's the thing, it's so hard to write it. Like, it's so hard to write all that, because, like, I have so many characters, which is not, you know, the best thing in the world. Like, I have so many characters, which, you know, is not exactly ideal for someone who's trying to make a series and hasn't revealed it. And additionally, a lot of them have, like, there's a lot of backstories to write, essentially. And yeah, that's pretty much why. Yeah, and that's the best I could explain it. So, like, I can understand. And again, like, because I have so many of backstories and it's so hard to, like, write them, that's why I'm not revealing my series yet. And also, I have a bit of a requirement for myself that if I'm gonna reveal it, I want maybe like a number of characters to have a backstory like complete first before I post it. And the thing is that's pretty like tough is that like I want it to be the complete versions. Although it's probably easier to make a timeline of events. And then work from there, I guess. Which I am trying to, but it's really hard. And the thing is, oh my god, it's about to be the 6 years since I considered my series. Like, thought about it. Actually, it's weird. It's technically actually 5 years. I say 6 years because I started making my original characters in 2017. However, I didn't really think about, like, making a universe around them until 2018. So it's actually been, like, almost 5 years. Like, well, it's more than 4 years, but it'll be 5 years next year. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. Not my series, but yeah, I could understand, like, even if the person would return to their fanfiction, it would probably take quite a while for them to figure out what they did to their story and write it all again or something. However, what has been helping me not think about it too much, like, mend my heart in a way, was, how do I put this? Like, okay, seriously, how do I put this? Well, like, I guess it comes down to, like, the way they wrote their story and how I could decipher, like, how things might turn out. So basically, their part of the story was, like, okay, when they posted the 3rd chapter, in their author's note, they mentioned that the next 2 chapters would be centered around the characters reconciling. Like, you know, making up for, like, what happened. Like, patching things up. I think that's the actual correct term. And, like, patching things up after, like, you know, whatever happened. I really cannot tell you guys. And also, I don't want to think about it too much. The specifics. And, oh my god, it's pretty sad to think about. It's because it's like, it's a very, like, you know a story is good when you actually feel so much emotion from it. Like, especially with the characters. Anyways, what to say? But anyways, like, I'm, like, able to decipher, I guess, like, what the person has intended for, like, the rest of the chapters. So basically, from chapter 3, they said the next 2 chapters, I think, were gonna be the reconciling arc between the characters. Like, they start to talk to each other again, but of course one of them, with good reason, doesn't want to, even though they keep interacting with each other throughout the entirety of, like, parts of the 3rd chapter, which is when things will start to go to that point. And my brain stopped working. Okay, and the 4th chapter, yes, the 4th chapter. Okay, I'm remembering what I'm trying to talk about. And so basically, that means chapter 5, if they had made a chapter 5 and 6, but chapter 5 specifically in this case, there's supposed to be 6 chapters with potentially a 7th one based on their afterword in chapter 5. I mean, chapter 3, I'm dumb. Anyways, and basically, things were still, like, not on the best of terms between the characters in chapter 4, which made it stuck in my head for who knows how long because of that stupid cliffhanger. But that's beside the point. And basically, I decided to, like, think about their words and think about the scenario the characters are in. And I'm guessing, based on... Okay, finally this quest is done. Jeez. But anyway, so... Based on their words saying that, like, chapter 4 and 5, more or less, is gonna be, like, the reconciling arc, I'm using that as a reference. And I'm using the situation as a reference to kind of think about what chapter 5 and pretty much chapter 6, I guess, like, pretty much the rest of the story. I'll laugh if I go on my email and it's updated right now, but no. But I feel like they'll come back to it eventually. I mean, like, I noticed that someone has, like, a story they didn't work on for ages and they finally got back to it, so it's possible. It depends on the person, though. I feel like they will. I mean, like, they probably have, like, so many comments of people being like, hey, are you ever going to finish this? They probably got so many comments by now. But anyways, what else say? Okay, so basically, let me go to the point. Okay, so, like, in chapter 4 of that story, so basically things are still uneasy. But, oh yeah, that's the thing, like, what made it's kind of annoying that, like, chapter 4 was like that, and it's because of the fact that, like, the character brought up that, like, their current circumstances would easily become critical if they don't have, like, someone out there to look after them, because, without kind of specifying what's going on in the story, the character is kind of going about the problem by themselves, which, honestly, considering what they're going through, is not the best option. And, honestly, I can understand. Okay, obviously I've never been in this situation, but I can understand where it's coming from. The character is coming from saying that. Because it's true, considering... Okay, I really cannot specify what it is. And so basically I'm using, like, what the writer has written in their story and kind of came up with this conclusion of what chapter 5 might be. Other than what they said at the end of chapter 4 with what they initially had planned. Like, one scene at least. So my personal guess is that I think they, the writer, like, had in mind was that maybe, how do I put this? Like, okay, so basically, considering the occupation of the character, okay, like things, I'm gonna guess that things are gonna continue to go, like, things will seem good, but things are going to go downhill for the character. And maybe, like, a month or two into the story's timeline, something's gonna happen. I'm not specifying a time point because, like, it could happen, but, like, before, like, a certain point. What is...
With what?
Wait, what's timeline things? Wait, okay, I'm trying to do the math without telling you guys what I'm thinking about. I think oh wait, I just realized I know how to do the math here. Like, before, like, I guess the stories, like, basically the way the person wrote the story is that it's going by, like, dates. So I'm gonna guess before, like, the story's version of August. I think. I don't know. Anyways, so basically, so, like, I'm predicting that, like, if they were to continue their story, so in their story, something would happen to the character maybe, like, a month or two later. And just gonna say that, just approximately. Like, and this is supposed to be still part of the arc that will lead to them reconciling, you know, having heart-to-heart, kind of patching things up. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, understandable. But like something like gets them to actually have a talk, and like a proper talk where they're not arguing and they come to terms with, you know, whatever's going on. And I'm gonna guess that like, but before that could properly happen, like something will happen to the character because of what the other person said in the story. Where like, if they continue to go about it alone, they will, you know, suffer pretty bad consequences. Okay, so my guess is that like I'm not saying what the story is, by the way, for the sake of like not wanting anyone to go after the writer of the story. And this is a fan fiction, so please really don't actually harm someone verbally, hopefully just verbally, with, you know. Anyways, that's what I was saying. Gonna go back to the discussion. So, oh, I forgot. Oops. Oh, wow, that's loud. Anyways, so as I was saying, so my guess is that there's gonna be a point that, like, those consequences do bite back the character. Fortunately, nothing seriously bad happens. Nothing happens to, you know, and, like, but it was just, like, a moment where, like, okay, basically based on the character's occupation, I'm just, like, thinking, like, what if it happens technically publicly? Like, this, like, incident. But it's not, it doesn't harm anyone. Like, it's like they passed out. And everyone immediately is worried. Blah, blah, blah. And, fortunately, there's no harm done to the other problem that is going on in the story. There's no harm done. Like, it's still safe. I mean, otherwise, if it was, I'm pretty sure the person would have put it in their tags beforehand. But it's meant to be, like, eventual happy ending, so I doubt it's gonna be, like, concerning anyway. So, like, that's why I'm concluding that, like, nothing terribly wrong has happened to the other thing, so it's good. The character potentially would just pass out. And I feel like this will be a moment where the other character interferes again. But this time, the one character will have no choice but to listen to them this time, as they just witnessed, you know, the consequence happening. I just realized this entire explanation could be easier if I say person A, person B. Okay, let's say person A is the one who faced the consequence because they didn't really, you know, pay attention. And person B is the one who is, like, you know, the one that, yeah. Okay, so, like, it's just making me think, like, person A, like, they're, you know, recovering from passing out. Fortunately, as I brought up, nothing terribly bad has happened in this other sense. So, that's good. That's good to hear. And person B comes over and, like, and I feel like that would be when they have a heart-to-heart, you know, or reconcile from, like, you know, the past. Obviously, it's not going to change much, but person A would accept person B to help them out. And then it'll probably continue to a happier conclusion. Like, that's what I'm thinking. And I know some people be like, at this point, you should probably write your own story. Because I just detailed, like, a really good plot line for a story. It is pretty good, though. Like, and how they think about it, it's pretty good. Well, that's the interesting thing. I'm kind of considering on writing something like that for my own, like, little, like, thing that I'm doing. Although, ironically, it has nothing to do with my series. It's more like something Maplestory related I want to write. Like a modern AU. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but it does involve, like, characters in the Grandis arc in a modern AU. Plus, like, some other characters. But yeah. Yeah, so basically that's, anyways, but that's how I, like, kind of, like, kept my heart, like, from, like, being so upset about the story being incomplete. Because I simply, like, decipher, quote, decipher, what the rest of the story might be like based on what the person has said in their authored notes, and based on how the story has been progressing. Like, that's, like, what I think. And I feel like that would be, like, fitting. Of course, the person, if they ever come back to their story, might have different ideas, but it's a pretty good one to think about as someone who obviously doesn't know when, or if ever, the person will finish that fanfiction. At this point, they could just delete it and I won't have to think about it anymore. They didn't. It's still on their page. But yeah. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to say. And yeah, I feel like talking about it made me feel a lot better now. Because it's been on my mind for like... Oh my god, I just realized. It's been on my mind for a month and a half. I think a month and a half. I read it in November, and I know that because I commented on it not being updated for months during that time. Oh yeah, and also another thing is that I do follow the person's main page, so I get to have their fanfictions update in real time, like see them up, like have the notification when they update. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, and also with that, I feel like this is a good time to stop. Maybe let's get out of here first. I forgot I could... Wait, is link skill? No, it's still the same link skill. It's not the greatest, I think. Like, it's actually one of the not so ideal link skills. Can I get out of here? I don't want to be in that area while I close off. Okay. Get rid of this stuff. Oops. Okay, and that's it. Okay. Well, this is a good place to end things here. Okay, I'll be honest, I probably spend literally those extra 20-30 minutes just talking about a fanfiction, but I had to get it off my chest, okay? Like, this is, like, oh yeah, that's another thing. If you have an incomplete story, it just sucks. I feel like at this point, it's like, if you're ever going to write a story, you have to have the dedication to finish it. Like, truly. Because it just doesn't feel right. That's all I say. It's like, why I'm never gonna give up on my story, even though it's so hard and I get writer's block so much. It's hard to stay inspired when you have so many characters, but that's partially my fault because I kept wanting to create characters. Well, to be fair, my series is set primarily in a school, so it kind of makes sense. There would be a lot of characters. I'll think about it more for my own personal thing, but yeah. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, this Mihile as a playable character. I love the backstory in this one. Like, I like it more than the old one. The old one was it was not the greatest. It was pretty good, but when you compare it with the new one has more ground. More, you know, something to it. Like, I like it more. Oh, and, yeah, obviously third and fourth job advancement is different. Obviously. So obviously, we'll explore that next time. And between now and then, I will get this character to level 60. Yeah. I think that's all I want to say. Oh, and I think I made a decision about what I'm gonna do. So I think I'll pre-record everything after I stream getting Mihile to level 100. Hopefully this time, because last time I cut it short because I couldn't get to level 100 in like an hour. And it was really exhausting, so I skipped out on it to pre-record it instead. So I think I decided that for the Cygnus Knight and Mihile, like post level 100, I'll record all of it as a separate video. So don't expect it for a while, because it takes me time to level these characters, so, you know. And the video will probably be uploaded after the new year. So, because I don't think I'll be able to get 2 characters to 200 in such a short time. I'll make it a singular video. So it will be, okay. So, after the stream where I level Mihile to 100 and do first job advancement, everything after that will be pre-recorded. So there won't be a stream where I do that at all, unfortunately. It's probably unfortunate for the people who probably want to watch it live. So, if any of you want to see it, if you're watching live on stream, it will be up on my YouTube channel whenever that happens. So, yeah. Anyways, what else? I think that's it. I don't really have too much planned for, like, Maplestory stuff. I still have to do the Ellen Forest. And also, if I ever get to level 255, I'll be doing the Chaos Memory storyline as well. But, that one will take a while because the last couple quests are level 255. I don't have a level 255 character. Fortunately, at least my main is now level 252. Yeah, you guys won't see me get to 255 for quite a while. But yeah, that is the plan. So next time, I will be streaming leveling Mihile from 60 to 100. Between streams, I'll get him to level 60. And we'll go from there. Like, after I get to level 100, I will pre-record all the quests post level 100 up to level 200. And that'll be the video. Oh, and the video will combine the Cygnus Knight and the Mihile ones, by the way. So yeah, that is the plan, and I think that is now it. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.